Which I apologize if this is a hard question to answer, but with so much quote unquote sort of outside noise this season, what would you say is the biggest misconception about either you, your staff, or the team this year?
That's a very difficult question. I have no idea. I really, we just try to talk to our guys. I'll take the heat, whatever that noise is, whatever that, all that noise is. Stay off of, Ryan Thorburns' Twitter page or whoever's bashing me at the time, and trust the voices that matter the most. The voices in this building, the voices on campus, the voices of the people that are trying to make them better, make us better. That's all you can do, and it's the exact same people, the exact same voice that is telling you how great you are when you're maybe not as great as they think you are. And that's where you have to fight through that noise exactly the same. And so I think that's, again, we're frustrated. Everybody's frustrated. Fans are frustrated. No question about that. Okay, what are you going to do about it? And that's what we have to focus on is how we come out and prepare and get ready to play Stanford.
Don't doubt that the coaches work 24/7 to get these guys prepared each week for the game. But after the USC game, Justin Herbert mentioned how he felt underprepared, and then Coach Gray would even say today that he's taken the blame for his offensive line feeling underprepared for that one. How do you not let that happen again, and how did that happen against USC?
Well, again, that's manyfold. That answer of the first play of the game on defense could be a pick, and it turns into a touchdown. So is that what is that exactly? What is that? Are we in a perfect defensive call? Yes. Do we have to have confidence in execution? Yes. That's like I've said many times. Execution is always on the coaches. Finding a different person to do it, or preparing that person psychologically, mentally to execute it is on us. That will never change. And I think we had a few guys that got rattled a little bit mentally, and that is a byproduct of giving one up early, just giving up one play early and then letting that creep into every other play from there on out. One play is one play, whether it's a touchdown. If I'm the left tackle and we score a touchdown, I have to play the next play exactly how I do after I give up a sack, and that's easier said than done. That's one of those deals that when you get hit by player A from SC early and you start thinking about that, it's over. Because you half step or you don't set with confidence or set with proper technique, those guys are by you. And as soon as that creeped in, then that obviously that affects the run game, that affects the quarterback. And again, that's on me, that's on us as coaches to get those guys to just trust what they've done. Like we talked about going into that week, we kind of thought they'd do what they did, and they did, and we just gotta learn from that and not let it happen again.
You said at the USC game, no margin for error now with 6 losses. How often do you talk about that? Can that maybe become too big of a pressure for guys to handle? Do you guys even address, hey, can't lose one more time? Well,
that's when, again, we go back to just win the day and focus on right now, because that's what you're always preaching and reinforcing, that the result is something that's down there because of what you're doing right now. And for the guys of this generation that need that, okay, now it's right before us of, oh wow, that is true. And again, hopefully that lesson resonates with our guys in February, in March, in April for the next year. And again, that's all part of the process. And again, you see it at every level of teams that are struggling or not where they want to be. So much of it is just the psychology of it in preparation.
You guys and the players put so much into this game. How tough are those conversations with a guy like Canton when it comes down to having to make that decision?
Yeah, some of those situations are very easy. Some of those are very hard. There's usually very emotional, but we're always gonna err on the side of the well-being, and sometimes guys want to transfer somewhere else and try to give it one other shot, or find that third or fourth or fifth opinion and try to swerve it in their favor. But they're difficult, no question, and not fun.